Alright, welcome back. Today we are going to upgrade my drill and battery storage with scraps from my wood bin. I'm not going to really draw any plans for this. I am just going to do it on the fly with what I have and the scraps that I have. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, like the video, share it with your friends. Alright, let's get started. Using this melamine board as the basic width of the shelf, I'm going to trace it on the two scrap pieces of particle board I had laying around. Since these particle boards have such rough edges, I'm going to square them off and then trim off the excess. Then I repeat the process on the other scrap piece, making them the same height. As I said in the beginning, I really don't have a plan for this. I'm just going to go with what I have and what I need. I will cut the sides to be the same width, trimming off the damaged ends. Now for the top and bottom of the cabinet. So completely forgot my safety glasses. I'm going to trace the original melamine shelf, cutting off the top and the bottom of the cabinet. Original melamine shelf cut. Based on the other drill stand that I built, I'm drawing out where the drill will fit into the cabinet. I believe the measurements were 1 3/4 inches wide with a 1-inch gap between each. With that done, I'm moving on to assembling the cabinet using these bar clamps from Harbor Freight. I pre-drill the holes and add screws. I'm not gluing this particular piece because I'm using it as more of a concept piece and may want to change it or use the pieces as a template later on. Oh, just as I was about to cut the drill shelf, I realized that I didn't account for the width of the shelf on the spacing since the shelf is way too long. At this point I also remembered that I needed a space for my glue gun as well, and it's not the same width as the drills. So many cuts using the circular saw as well as using the jigsaw to finish out the corners. Now later on down the road when I build my final version, I will most likely use a router with a roundover bit to give the corners a nice rounded edge so I don't cut myself on it, or just better aesthetics. Now the test fitting works out great. Although they are a little bit more squished together than I would like, I will be sure to give those more space in the future build, but the glue gun fits nicely in there. Now to finish this up. Now time to start adding the shelves. I wanted to get the spacing correctly for these Ryobi batteries, so I added some pieces of the 3/4 inch melamine to give some extra space. Then I'm going to attach the shelf with some finishing nails. I wanted to use some brad nails, but my other nail gun is on the fritz. Now that all the shelves are installed, I needed to add a piece on the back of the cabinet for my French cleat. But I realized there wasn't much for it to be attached to, so I added an extra support on the top and attached a cleat. Now it's time to test fit it in the shop. And with a little wiggling, it fits. I add the drills, batteries, and glue gun into the cabinet. Now what I did that isn't on the video is on the original drill stand there was a circular saw stand underneath it, and after I got this on the French cleat I attached a saw stand underneath it. Essentially, this is a concept for a more permanent project I'm going to work on in the future. But this will work for now as is, and everything I used to build it was just stuff out of my scrap bin. So no cost to me, and I got more storage and less clutter because I use stuff from the scrap bin. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, click that little bell if you want to be reminded of future videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.